All right, all right, all right. Are we here? We're here. The camera's working. Had to update the NVIDIA broadcast. But I think we're back. I think we're good to go here with the camera, with the game, with everything else that we need here. So a little bit of a hiccup. But I think we're back. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Do we need to fix the camera on the other scenes? No, it's still working. What the heck? Why is it working here, but it wasn't working here? Grump, 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 grump. I'm so grumpy sometimes. Is what I am. Okay, so we're ready to rock, I think, at this point. I think we're ready for StarCraft. I am knocking on wood. I've done a lot of knocking on wood over the last little bit. And it's not working. The bad things are still happening that I'm trying to knock on wood to prevent. But, I think we're back. Detroit's here. He's first now. All right, we're rocking. Jack's here. Martin's here. I think we're good to go. Okay, so we haven't had any drops here. Everything, the connection looks good everywhere, both to YouTube and to Twitch. No, Twitch is okay, Jack. YouTube's okay too. I had to restart the stream because my camera wasn't on. So I think we're good. Camera's here. Arcanized is out here. That's good. That's good. People are fighting in the Discord server. All right. All right. All right. We're good. Let's get the StarCraft going. Let's head on over. I did promise in the stream title we're going to get certain players here because I go and I look at what we're going to be casting next. So let's go into the cast this folder. Let's go to 2022. Let's do free and shine on Ascension. Back on Ascension. Okay, free and shine. Free and shine. Free and shine. We like free a lot. Excellent, excellent, excellent Protoss player here. Shine, we cast a bunch of him yesterday. He's really good too. He was able to take down Stork yesterday, which is pretty impressive stuff. We are on Ascension. Top side, it is a red Protoss player. It is free. Bottom left, it is shine. Yeah, Igloo, I think we're good. Camera's here. I'm here. StarCraft is here. Falcon's political rants belong in a different VOD now. Igloo's rooting for Shine. Yeah. What's another thing that's going on? Oh! So my Twitch export saga. I've been trying to export all of my old playthroughs to a third channel that I made for Falcon does other games other than StarCraft. And at this point, when I try to export from Twitch, it doesn't send me an error email and it doesn't send a success email. It doesn't say it succeeded. It doesn't say it failed. It just doesn't tell me anything at all. So that's real exciting. And the problem is you talk to Twitch and they're like, well, it could be a problem with YouTube. And you talk to YouTube and they're like, it could be a problem with Twitch. And I'm like, all right, I hate everyone. I hate issues like these. Is this a 9-pool? Straight up 9-pool from Shine into Extractor Trick. So the man goes 9-pool on a 3-player map. Overlord is happily scouting the correct direction here. And it's a gate. Holy Harana. If I go on Twitch and send an ASCII image, will you see it on chat? Yeah, I'll see it on the Twitch chat. G22. I've got that over there. I can see both from my perspective. So yeah, good scout in, sees the very early pool here. Crazy, it's finishing now. So you want to keep the Zealot at home, and you probably want to get another building up for a wall, maybe probably a forge for the wall up here from free. That's what I'd be doing against this really, really aggressive play. He really wants to expand here, and he doesn't want this probe to block the expansion. He is not really succeeding in that endeavor. No, he's not, but he gets it. Oh, the pylon block. The pylon block. Dolaville made it back. Hooray! Dolaville made it back. Let's go. So the Lings are out and not really doing the walling off thing I was thinking maybe we should do here from a Protoss perspective. Oh, he expands down here. Is he going to dedicate any Lings to take? Oh, cancels the pylon. Gets a bit of a refund there. Just wanted the base to be down here instead of here and be delayed a little bit. Did free. Forge. Yeah, okay. Forge, Zealot plug in the hole. Pro plug in the hole a little bit too if necessary. And then the Lings arrive. So free just waited till the very last second to do that, which I can respect. He knows how long it takes to get slowlings over here from that spawn location. So good job by him. And no, Lings got inside. Shine is getting some good Lings inside enemy Protoss bases the last couple of days. This is the second time he's done this. It's not with 6 Lings like the last one against Stork. It's only with 2 this time. Well, will it show up on YouTube? No. ASCII art doesn't show on the combined chat above my head. I don't know why. There's not a setting that you can disable to make that work. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's too long. Maybe like crazy long messages just aren't put there to avoid spam. I don't know. I do not know. Also, I don't know. Maybe YouTube is not okay with some of the ASCII art being tossed up on Twitch. Twitch has different rules for that kind of stuff. So 4 Lings are inside the house. Here from Shine. He's got a 3rd base rocking, which is in a bit of trouble because that's where these Zealots went. They came down here to attack the natural, but there's enough Lings to pop a surround on these guys and kill them both. No, they slipped out. That's a terrible surround. Free. Not surrounding at all. Hatch, 50% health. Really shouldn't have any problems there whatsoever. Yeah, again, and I mean, I can pull up the settings on screen if you want. There are not a lot of settings there to change or try to adjust to make it work. Because I've looked at it. People have had this question before. Dude, there are still 4 Lings in this base. Still 4 Lings inside this base. Any of them have any kills? I don't. I'm guessing they probably. Oh, 1 kill on that one. Okay, 1 kill on 1 Ling, but the remaining 4 are slacking off. They need to start getting extra bases over, or extra kills over here. Maybe extra bases would be good too. What's this massive supply block on Shine? How is he crazy supply blocked right now? Did he lose a... There's nothing that shoots up. Did he run like 3 overlords into this cannon? There it is. Jonathan Doe, 88. That came through. Sometimes I can't quite tell what's going on there. It's another one. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Dolaville, that came through Dolaville. Because you sent that one already. I know what that one is. The first one is Mutas with a chest. That's a Mutalisk with cleavage. Got it. Got it. Sometimes hard to tell what things are. So yeah, still supply. How is Shine so supply blocked? There are no Corsairs. That's not even a Stargate opening. What did I miss about this game that our Zerg player is insanely supply blocked? Okay, not anymore, but he was for a hot minute there. Zealots can't kill Overlords. There were no Dragoons because the Cybercore wasn't done. I'm going to rewind. We're going to rewind and solve this mystery. What's up, Lucas? All right. So, 15 out of 17 supply. That makes perfect sense to me. How's it going? Hashim all the way from Saudi Arabia. Big time supporter of the channel, Hashim. Legend. Do I plan to observe matches from Cosmonarchy? I don't have any plans to do that. But, I mean, I'm doing StarCraft Evolution stuff, which is a lot of fun. So might as well branch out to Cosmonarchy at some point. I guess I will talk to Dead Infested about that, since he seems to be pretty involved in that scene. We'll see. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Yhas. I worked all through COVID. I worked from home. So I didn't have a ton of free time like a lot of people did during the COVID times. So I just had as much free time as I usually do. And 24 out of 27. Oh, that Overlord. Is that it? Is that it? Did that? Wait. Dang it all. Slow it down. Bring it back to 420. About an hour and a half, Hashim, yes. He does not run this Overlord into the cannon. Oh, this... Is it just the one Overlord that dies to this cannon? This is crazy stuff. Yeah, StarCraft Evolution is a StarCraft 2 mod that lets you play StarCraft 2 versus Brood War. Here. StarCraft Evolution. These things do not get tons of views. Okay, so this Overlord dies. He's supply blocked already. And then the Overlord dies. Okay, so that's what knocks him down to 19 available out of 27 supply. And then he makes 3 more drones. Okay, so that's it. That's all it was. I just felt like it was a bigger gap than... It felt like a bigger gap than it was. Okay. So he just forgot about the Overlord he had parked over here. He let a cannon warp in under it, and then it died. That's kind of embarrassing from Shine. That's not great. What's up, Starboy? Yeah, this has been scheduled for a few days, Starboy, but we're here now. Yeah, see, there you go. So Whitehouse got laid off, and he was getting government money for 4 months. See, that a lot of people's COVID experience was that. They were home forever. They learned how to crochet. They watched every episode of, like, MASH. Like, these people had much different COVID experiences than I did. Because I was up at 8 a.m. I was working 40 hours a week. I was doing my YouTube channel the whole time. So, yeah. So my COVID is not anybody else's COVID, really. It didn't change much about my daily life, I would say. Yeah, Cosmonarchy. Brood War mod. Yep. No, I know. Yeah, see, Whitehouse learned how to code. 3 p.m. No, I don't know. I don't know why would it said 3 p.m., Starboy. Apologize for the confusion. There's a big Artosis ASCII from G22. Good stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, see, there you go. Igloo pilot worked with a mask on, but life didn't really change for him that much either. Right. Anyway, back to saying it's not a Stargate opening, which means mutas are insanely viable here. DTs are on the way. Let's see if we get a lair at all. Hydra Den, yes. No sign of a lair from Shine here at 7 minutes. He is getting sunken. 2 sunkens. He's prepared. At least at the natural base. Third base is getting a couple sunkens too. Nice. So a bunch of lings. Couple sunkens here. Maybe some hydras in production. Maybe. All right, man. 2 sunkens. Yeah, just honestly get the drones out of there. I don't know you want to fight with the drones here. A little bit of extra DPS. Never hurt anyone. I just don't want any of these drones dying. Disengagement from free. I don't like it very much. Yeah, so 2 sunkens plus lings equals every one of these zealots are dead. Maybe they'll get one of the sunkens. They do. They get one of the Sunkens. Maybe they killed a drone there, but that was not worth the number of Zealots that died. Now the DTs are being absolutely shut down by the Overlord placement, the Sunken placement. This is not great out of free. The DTs got nothing done. That Zealot attack lost a lot more than it killed. A Lear's on the way from the Zerg player, and I love Shine adequately defending against incoming speed lot attacks. So many Zerg players are like, well, I got some Lings. I don't need any Sunkens at all. Did you see how much those Sunkens did? They did tons of work. They are awesome. What's up, RJB? Tuna sandwich is good. I do like a tuna. I won't argue with a tuna fish sandwich. I've never tried it with horseradish, though. That sounds kind of nice. Give it a little bit of a kick. All right, what's this ASCII art? RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game. Generic Trump art from G22. Yeah, although I will say G22 is the biggest Trump fan on the stream, but he says that Trump's familiarity and seemingly pro-Putin stance is making G22 reconsider his stance. So we'll have to see what the future holds for the G22 political relationship with certain peoples. Turkey sandwich for lunch sounds good. DT holding. What are we? Like there's a battle happening somewhere. No, we're attacking eggs. That's all we're doing. Oh, RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game. He certainly is. RJB is this guy here with the 320 APM playing Zerg against free and winning. Third base warping in from free, though, and I'd love to see a fourth. This is the fourth. All right, cool. So, Shine's getting a fourth base down this right side here on Ascension. Heading down. We got the Psy Storm, we got the Dragoons, we got the Zealots. We're not bothering with Corsairs today. I guess if Shine is wandering his own Overlords into cannons, you don't really need Corsairs that much, do ya? It was the one Overlord, in fairness. In fairness. Yeah, RJB, I know. I'm very capable of saying the same lines with the same tenor and pitch. If I want to. Turns out, certain skills translate. Nope. 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 Oh, gosh, DTs, man. DTs. Not doing a lot here. I don't like it. I like this. Dragoons, High Templar, pretty decent anti-Hydra army. Depends on how many storms you have, I suppose. Overlords have speed now. Lurker aspect is on the way. Not quite there yet, but against this many Dragoons, you don't really want Lurkers anyway. They've got range. There are a ton of them. They have +1 attack. Lurkers are going to get picked out of the ground so fast on these dudes. And Hydras are going to be the answer. You just got to dodge the storms. Honestly, a bunch of Lings would be nice here, too. This heavy with the Dragoon composition. And the question, as always, is how many Psy Storms does one have in a situation like this? The answer is more. He's out. He's out now. That's it. That's all the storms. There's only 20 Hydras littering the ground there with their bodies. Yeah, evacing for the time being, but they're going to save the hatchery. The drones will get back to work here, no problem. There's 48. What's up, Calvin? Welcome back. Good hold. I think that's a good hold. I mean, it was like 20 Hydras down, but I don't know, 10 Dragoons, a bunch of Zealots, a bunch of High Templar died there too. I think Free is struggling. He's struggling to get some real damage done here. What's up, the Mad Doctor? Welcome back. Things are good. StarCraft is good. StarCraft is good. Liking it. 4 bases, looking wonderful. Apparently, we are actually successfully multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch today. It really feels like on the weekends, it's cool. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're generally better off than we are Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I don't understand what that would have to do with anything. We're just gathering data at this point. Not all data is useful, but, you know, we're trying to find some patterns. Sometimes, Yhos, yes. Ooh, Zealot drop inside the main base is rad. I like that a lot. Going after the spawning pool is not a bad idea. Ventral Sax is on the way. Seriously, where are my Zerglings at? Zerglings and Hydras do so much better together. I guess the Hydras with +1 attack. Not doing too bad, I guess. Another hold. Yeah, throwing up a Sunken inside his main base for the purposes of in case that happens again. Yeah, working from home definitely makes it harder to know what day of the week it is. And I've been doing that since 2020. This is 5 straight years of living in this office effectively. 5 straight years of working in this office. Having fun in this office. Doing taxes in this office. Like anything that I'm doing outside of like eating or doing something with my kids or cleaning the house is effectively in this office. I guess I go to the gym. I get out of the house every day, but other than that, yo. I don't know if there's enough storm. You say that, Falcon. Not enough storm. Not even close. So reinforcements coming in. Man, you want to go after this Nexus? You want to kill that High Templar. Nice snipe. 58 workers from the Zerg, man. He is just flooding Hydras. As Igloo says, he got some money on Shine here. Got some Falcon chips. If you want to bet on the games, go to twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. It's the same stream as it is on YouTube, but you can earn Falcon chips by watching and bet those Falcon chips on matches like this and get a little skin in the game. Hydra Lurker against Dragoon Storm is not great, but it does do a little better against these Zealots if there's no Storm remaining, and the Dragoon kind of is not too heavy. Hydra's really, oh man, canceling those cannons, killing a probe. Free's in immense amount of trouble. Yeah, Yhos, that sounds really, really disorienting. I hear you, man. If I had to move back in with my parents, with my 3 kids during COVID, I don't know what I would have done. That would have not been good for my mental health for sure. That's right. That's how RJB is the Falcon chip modal that he is. So he defends the 4th base pretty well. Good micro there. 2-1 upgrades. Fantastic. High Templar with Storm did not have to use it on that final engage there. That's awesome. Lurker dead. Hive's on the way. About 15 minutes later than Falcon wants it. You know how he feels about this stuff, but 57 workers here. Hydras with +2 attack. This time he's like, all right, I want the stupid Nexus this time. Let's go after the non-guaranteed damage and then worry about the other stuff later. Nice. Gets the Nexus. These Dragoons are fighting against pure Hydra without any splash damage of their own. Protoss player not working on anything else. This drop got rebuffed and is empty of dudes anyway. So, bad times. The black sheep of the family. No, I just kept my job during COVID. And I mean, I don't know. I was out of that house at 17 years old, folks. I was out, and I've never moved back. Not a single time. Been back to visit, though. Just not to live. It's a different thing. Cool. So Nexus totally down, getting rebuilt here. 3 bases at 16 minutes. While your Zerg opponent's working on a 5th base down the right side is not great. Adrenal's coming in. The man's getting a Spire at 16 minutes and a Defiler Mound. Any sign of Reaver Tech from Free? The answer is no. So far, Hydra's been chasing Dragoons around. They've been putting pressure on. They've been defending against pressure. No hatches have died here yet, and a single Nexus has been killed as well. I don't think this is a canceled hatch. Why is he not defending this at all? Weird. Yeah, that's canceled. I don't know why. He's got a bunch of dudes here. I think he's worried about if he moves out. Yeah, if he moves out, bad things happen to him on Counterattack Island here. Oh, nice Hydra drop. Oh, Nexus down again. Brutal, brutal stuff here. Free's dead. I don't know what Free does here on 3 bases at 18 minutes. Yeah, I denied this base once. That's not going to be denied forever. Yeah, I think it's important for kids in college to kind of make their own way in the world and develop independence. I mean, it saves a ton of money. An absolute ton of money. To live with your parents in college, but I think it kind of stunts your developmental growth by the time you're 18 if you're still doing that, personally. All right, Crackling's up in the house here. That's a lot of Storm. That's a lot of Protoss. Army value is definitely favoring Free right now. About 20 ahead, which puts him in a situation where he's okay. Yeah, these cracklings, that sound of those little dudes. Pop, 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 pop. Fantastic. Ooh, good pick off on that High Templar, too. That's what these cracklings are here for, is High Templar, Dragoon kills. Any Plague Zealots they can roll into, that's a good use of that as well. Trying to warp in this 4th base again. Fifth base coming in on that right side. And it is Reavers. Thank goodness. Protoss players are like, I don't know. I don't like how Free is playing here. What can he do to make up for it? And the answer is he can build a robotic support bay here at the 3rd. Warp it right on in. What's up, Phil? Lord of the Loaf. Tier 3 sub in the house. One of our 2 Tier 3 subs here on the Falcon Paladin channel. All the way from Germany. How's it going, Phil? Phil, I believe, has earned the right to be the holder of the throne in the Discord server. So, congratulations, Phil. We'll get that set up after the stream. Nice Plague. Ooh, 177 and 160 supply. Not quite up as much as he wants. Metasynaptic Node is on the way. Shuttle Speed's coming in to help the Reavers. And a big push down this right side. There is a Nidus here. There's a Nidus here. Ooh, bringing the Reaver in while you push the front. I love this. Oh, maybe don't lose the shuttle. Okay, we lost the shuttle. That's not a Reaver at all. Those are High Templar. Not a lot to storm over here. Oh, he's clicked on the egg. Why are you attacking the egg right now? Oh, that's a misclick from Shine. Great Plague. High Templar can't kill this Nidus, which is still providing a ton of value in this position. It's a large incoming enemy force, but if you can just continue to flood Lings and Lurkers and Defilers out of that thing, you're never, ever, ever getting in there. Now, these Lings are fighting on their own. This drone is fighting on his own. What do we do? That seems like a bad rally, my guess. I don't know anything about rappers. Why, Haas? I know, okay. I know some things about rappers. I'm not winning this game, though. Okay, Lings. Ooh, Dark Archon's out, too. That's fun. Do we have Maelstrom? We better have Maelstrom. Lings, Cracklings are like, these cannons used to be our mortal enemy, but now Archons are our mortal enemy. Brah, brah, everybody's dead. Still can't get through this. Yeah, killing this Lurker Ag kind of hurts Free. He wants this as walled off as possible. Defending ably. He's just sending little little crackling groups. Nice pick off on a High Templar. Fighting against Zealot Archons, not exactly the greatest move. Is 50 Cent alive? Yes. 50 Cent is alive. I hope I got it because you said that was the easy one. Now, if you needed me to name songs by any of these rappers, harder game. What's up, Drew? Welcome to the Hangout. Still can't get down here, but kind of denying this base. But Zerg's expanding down this left side as well. Kodak Black. I've never heard the name Kodak Black in my life. Could not tell ya. I'm going to guess that Kodak Black is dead. Ah, bummer. He's alive. No idea who he is. where he's from, any of his songs. Nothing. What's up, top shelf? Sounds good, man. Kodak is a brand of camera. I know that much. Is there a lurker? Ah! Boy, is that not easy to see on the minimap. Zealots! Into the breach! Nice. Cleared it out. Saved the Nexus. Some probes might have died. 60 workers to 52 now. He just wants to expand over here. I imagine that he does. Kendrick Lamar is alive. Kendrick Lamar performed at the Super Bowl. I know Kendrick Lamar. He's probably the most famous rapper in the world right now. Maybe Kanye, for different reasons, is the most famous one in the world. Woo! Storm drop! Ho 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 ho! 47 remaining workers. He had 60 a second ago. That's one heck of a great storm drop, man. Where'd that other High Templar go? Was it just the one who did that? My goodness. One High Templar, dude. One. Okay, so Free's got a 5th base up and a rolling here, and that's a 6th base rolling from Shine. He really likes going after this one. Trying to bait out some storms, but there are at least a couple High Templar here. There's the Dark Swarm. There's the Lurker set up. Dark Archon wandering through this mess. Gonna die. That was the worst Dark Archon control. That is a Dark Archon control that I've ever friggin' seen. You can keep going with rappers if you want, Yhas. It's your game. Alright. So snipe the Obs, expand while the Obs is dead so that Free doesn't know there's a hatchery coming up here, but he totally knows there's a hatchery coming up here because the Obs got killed and he's been trying to take it for a while now. Young Dolph? Like Dolph Lundgren? Dolph Lundgren is alive. I'm gonna guess Young Dolph is dead. Reaver shot! Good! Yes! Yes! Reaver stuff. Everybody's plagued. Everyone's crazy amounts of plagued here. Which means they are easier to take down. Good snipe on that shuttle, by the way. I don't know if it was empty or not, but it's going to make it really hard to get the Reavers out of this position, as it is so hard to see what's going on inside that Dark Swarm. But if Hydras are attacking and stuff inside the Dark Swarm, they're not getting a lot done. Big Reaver shot. Scarabs getting in there, taking down at least one Hydralisk. Lurkers getting some hits off. They are getting picked off, though. There's at least 2 observers here. One of them, 3 observers here. One of them has been plagued. Should be easy to kill. But too much crackling power, too much Hydra power to really get much further than this. This is some crazy stuff. Ah, his first name was Adolf, so he changed it to Dolph. That makes sense, I guess. What's up, Carl? Is Siduskukulis alive or dead? Totally alive. Snoop Dogg's totally alive. He's on the commercials all the time. No base for you, Free. Not even close to happening. Yeah, I think Shine's bet ahead in this game pretty much the entire game. He's massively ahead right now. If you're up 30 supply on your Protoss enemy at 26 minutes, this is nothing doing. Nothing doing. Lings Hydras into the 5th base, the newest source of money that our man Free has right now. He's responding with everything he's got. Psystorm, Archons, Dragoons, Zealots, Plagues getting tossed down on Zealots and also catching the Nexus itself. He clears the attack out, but the Nexus is irrevocably damaged and will be on fire for the rest of its entire life. That'd be nice, Carl. So, like, German rapper? Young Beretta Mac 11, 2 Glock 9 with the switch. Oh, he's Estonian. Right. I'm going to guess that Young Beretta Mac is dead. The name like that, goodness. Yeah, this is a lot of dead Zerg. But when you have 61 workers and 6 bases, you can afford to lose a lot of Zerg and still come out on top here. Because Free is not doing this for now. Yeah, man. What is this? Tiny little attack into this base. This is static defense at it. This has lurkers sitting at it. Fall back. Come with everything you got. More Reavers in production. Even supply. Bad for the Protoss right now. Some amazing Reaver hits would be necessary. Lings are willing to fight. They'll fight anybody when they have Adrenal. Especially plagued Zealots. Yeah, I mean, again, so much Zerg blood on the ground, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I don't know how to tell you this. This base might actually die. It seems like Zerg's out of position to handle it. Dark Swarm there. Lurkers. He's got a nice splash damage army here to deal with anything that shows up to try to save it. The hatch is going to go down. Is there enough to counterattack or at least catch this army out and kill it? Okay, hold on. I kind of like this from Free. Takes out a hatch, a macro hatch. Drones have to be evac from this position entirely. It's a base that's getting close to mined out anyway. He's trying to... Nice positioning on those lurkers. Lings mostly just pinning the... Why are you just taking lurker spines? Wow. Just took some lurker spines there and died. Could have moved to the left a little bit. Maybe stayed alive for another... just a couple more seconds there. He does. So he clears out the entire army that killed his base, which puts him up an overall supply. I think that's totally worth it. Finds a High Templar, kills it in the middle of the map here too. Smaller army coming in this time. 117 for Free. Not a big army. He's got 313 upgrades. 3-3 for the Hydras. 3-3 for the Lings. 3-3 for the Lings. This is as scary as a Zerg army is ever going to get. Honestly, I might go into Ultras here. There aren't that many Reavers or Archons. And if it's just Zealots and like High Templar and stuff, then Ultras are kind of awesome. $144 to 142 supply. Free just made a whole ton of stuff. Dragoons, Zealots, across the board. A tiny lurker drop. Oh, he's he dropped inside Free's main base. And he's lurker spining into this 5th base. That's amazing. 6 kills on that lurker. He dead. But he got some work done. Not going to complain about that one. Is Shine going to retake this base? There's 1,000 gas in that. There's enough minerals here to justify retaking the hatch. You can get all of the money out of it. Pop smoke. Nope. Haven't heard of pop smoke. I'm sure RJB has, though. $150 to 130 supply. Free is up. Not as much as he wants to be. And these lurker spines are eating up these zealots. So many of them are plagued. So many of them are plagued. But the Archons on the back line are helping their bros out. I mean, the zealots are still dying. But Nidus is providing a few more hiders to get in this thing. The Reavers sitting back, kicking butt and kicking names. Scourge on the obs would be nice. Nidus dies. Small push in here. If this is a free win, I'm going to be impressed by this. This game is not over yet. Obs gets sniped. Reavers getting targeted and killed. Ah! Both players under 100 supply here at 32 minutes. One heck of a battle here. Is there at all enough here from the Zerg player to defend this? And the answer is kinda. He doesn't have a big bank. He's got 48 drones. He never really recovered from that big storm drop at his 4th base, did he? Oh my gosh, one storm drop can really make a difference. What's up, UFO enthusiast? Yeah, but what's the answer to Fermi's paradox, Wyhoss, then? What do you think? Okay, he does. He saves it with cracklings and hydras and lings like he's been doing the entire game. Starting to mine out, folks. Starting to really lose out. Did he do this again? Double storm drops to the lurker. 37 probes remain. Lings try to roll up here, get blitzed. Fermi's paradox. It's the question of, if the galaxy is as big as we know it is, then why, in all the billions and billions of stars and galaxies and everything else in the universe, have we never found any sign of intelligent life? What's the answer to that question? Is your answer that there is no other intelligent life anywhere in the universe? Then why? That's the part 2. Why is there not? Every other civilization that's gotten to our position that they killed themselves off, is there what's called the Great Filter, where every civilization that gets to a certain point, they end up running themselves into the ground and extinct themselves, so they're not around to talk to us. Is it nuclear technology? Is it AI? Is there something we're doing now that's going to kill us off so that the next civilization that shows up in the galaxy is wondering where everybody is, because we're just part of the, we're just part of a long line of species and civilizations that just die once they reach a certain part in development because they kill themselves? It's an interesting question. It's one of my favorites. See, that's another one. Are they blocking us? Are there intelligent life out there and they just keep us to ourselves, like in Star Trek, right? All of the advanced civilizations out there, they just let planets to themselves until they figure out warp drives, and then they invite them to the party. And we're just not there yet. Ooh, okay, so Wyhoss is arguing, nice plague, that they're there, but they're just on different wavelengths than we are. We can't communicate because we don't exist on the same place. The Zelnok killed everyone off. What's up, Chris? Maybe. That's another thing. Maybe there's another species out there that just kills every intelligent species they can find. And that if you draw their attention, they kill you. There are a lot of options about our place in the galaxy. All right, back to the StarCraft, though. I just kind of feel like if Free doesn't expand, I don't know how he wins this game. He's mining out massively. And yeah, that's it. GG. So I'm getting better at recognizing positions. Hey, what's up, Josh? 1999.
We will make it.
We will make it, Josh. What's up, man? Thanks for the $20 super chat. Hugely appreciated, man. You're the best. Appreciate your constant support. Amazing stuff there. Yeah. So I'm getting better at recognizing situations where someone's on the offensive and their attack fails and then they GG out. Because this was, I'm down too much in supply. I haven't been able to take a new base. I'm mining out quickly. I haven't been able to kill this hatchery at all today, which is really frustrating. And the Zerg player just has endless waves and swarms because he was able to take these 2 right bases. These 2 right bases were the key to this whole victory from Free. So nice job by him. Great game getting those upgrades, getting the Plague, getting the Dark Swarm, dealing with Reavers pretty effectively, re-expanding down here too. RJB is talking to me on the Discords. He wants me to cast a replay he sent me right now. Light and Soulkey. Okie doke. Let's do it. We'll put it in the DEFCON 1 folder. Wyhoss wants a whole best of 5. My goodness. Anyway, GG. Well done. Well done, Free. Taken down, or getting Shine taken down Free. That's who I was talking about. 332,000 to 327,000 points. Did Free outpoint today? Free outpointed today, which is just goes to show points aren't everything. 12,000, well, 1,250 units were produced here by Shine. Amazing. Structures raised, 25 to 6. Total spent. The outspend is pretty big for 35 minutes, too. And that's a win. Predictions chosen. And the money was on Shine. Nicely done. Nicely done. What's up, PJ? How's it going, PJ? All right, so we're going to grab this replay that RJB sent me now. Right now. It's a 2025 replay, I think. What's the name of this thing that I downloaded? 2024 replay that RJB just came across. 2024 October and the 2nd. So it's not that long ago. But it's on Radeon. And it's 2 players that are awesome. One second here. We'll get that thing started. Okay, we go. We go. Light and Soulkey on Radeon. Boo 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 boo. Made by Waldstein, worked with Light, JYJ, Mind, Hero, Soulkey, Bisu. Wow, a lot of people were involved in making up. Last is watching this game. Bisu's here. Rush and Snow are all in the peanut gallery here. Yeah, doing great, PJ. Feeling good. It's a sunny day. The multi-stream is working for some reason. So top right, it's a Teal Terran player. It's Light. Bottom right, it is Soulkey under his well-known, one of his Smurf names, Need Money. Because he's gotten scammed multiple times. He needs a personal assistant that just, like, screens him for scams. Because what the heck? It cannot happen again to Soulkey. He is too pure for this world. Wyhaus, yeah, I'd say maybe we got a total of 5 inches yesterday. I shoveled twice, and so I'll have to, like, add up how much snow there was the first time and how much snow there was the second time, and I think that's what it adds up to. So Light throwing down the racks on the low ground, which usually indicates it's an expand build, but you can be sneaky, put a barracks here, put another barracks here, and go 2 racks. And then the Zerg player's like, wait, what? There's the hatch first here at about a minute and about 11 or 12 supply from Soulkey. Russ is getting 62 degrees tomorrow. That sounds amazing. We haven't been in the 60s since October. And yeah, again, and the Reapers. So that's the other problem. That kind of leads into what's called the Dark Forest theory about our galaxy. Is that it's not that we're alone, but that we're surrounded by predators. And that making noise to attract the attention of the predators is a bad idea. So none of these options I don't think are great for our place in the galaxy. Get up there. Get up there. Come on, Overlord. Come on, Terry. You can make it up there. Yeah, got up to the high ground. Now we can scout. You can't do anything about it. Even if you lift this barracks, he's got a place to fall back to, out of range of the Marines. And if it's lifted, it's not building anything. This is awesome. That was great. Hatch down. Tiny little Marine push out here from Light. Like the weirdest position. The weirdest timing. There's only a couple Marines here. Hey, what's up, Churtograd? I've not said Churtograd in a hot minute. How are you doing, man? Welcome back. It's funny because I've been streaming on Twitch technically since 2015, but really infrequently. And so there are all these people that are followers and people names that I recognize that pop in
online.
every
Good
once in a
morning,
while.
Captain. Our long voyage from Earth is over, and we are holding a stationary position near the borders of Dominion space.
Hey, what's up, JP Dubois? Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the StarCraft. Hope you're having a great time. Appreciate it. We're trying to get to 70,000 subs on the YouTube channel, and we're making progress. We'll get to 68 here. I guess the next milestone is probably 68,000 subs. Doing our best. Doing our best. Spire starting 4 minutes. Little, maybe 3:59 on that. For Soulkey. You know Soulkey. You know what he likes to do. A lot of different stuff. He likes the mind tricks too. But so far, it looks like it's 2 hatch muta. Really, really standard 4-minute Spire timing there. Got the second gas coming in, which indicates more than just a handful of mutalisks too. Yeah, Chertograd. Yeah, following since 2018. 7 years of following Falcon on Twitch. Chertograd. Legend around these parts. And Falcon Paladins, that's synonymous with StarCraft and Artosis. That'd be nice. I'm not sure if that is true. I think a lot more people know Artosis than know little old Falcon, but that's a nice thing to say. I'll allow it. Third base coming in down here as well, which means now we need more mutas than just 4 or 5 or 6 to defend this third base, because we are defending the third base now. Make no mistake, we are defending the third base. See these guys? They're heading for the third base. Oh, good snipe on that Firebat, and jumping into the main base here too. Yes. Get in here, go Soulkey. Be unstoppable, be ungovernable. Okay, well, they're dead now. That's fine. Third base in trouble. Where are the mutas at? Mutas are in production. Also was sunken to the natural base is needed too, because he could come to the natural. So that's a drone you have to sacrifice just for defensive purposes. Yeah, he's got to cancel the third. The mutas are not out on time. What a great push from Light. Great push from Light. Also, be sure to check out RJB. You know him. He's on YouTube. He's doing fastest map stuff. He's a great guy. He sent me this replay in particular. Interesting, Carl. I mean, Artosis is too big to know everybody. I don't know. How many of his viewers do you think he knows? Like, he could tell you who somebody is and where they're from and stuff. Probably a bunch, but like, it's got to be a smaller portion. Pretty small portion of the overall, 1,000 that are watching him at any given stream. Or the tens of thousands that watch his YouTube videos, right? Still trying to keep this bottom left alive. Okay, so he does wipe that out. Still hasn't retaken this base. He's doing it now. That was delayed. And what's up, Popman? Popman Xbox. Welcome back. How you doing? Happy Friday. For some people, Friday has special meaning. For some people, it doesn't. Like Drew, who's been unemployed for a while, it doesn't mean anything. For me, it doesn't mean anything because I'm a full-time streamer. And I'll be streaming back tomorrow here as well at about the same time. Go figure. What's up, Draco? How's it going, Draco? Long-time sub, Draco. Happy Friday to you, too. All right, so what are we doing here? It's +1 flyer attacks on the way. Lurker aspect coming in, too. Third base delayed. Ideally and importantly delayed from Light's perspective. He's happy about that. The Muta Micro is about... See how it's always 11 when you're full up? There's an Overlord in this control group that is somewhere on the map, usually a Slover Lord. Ah! That allows you to get the stacking done. There's a tutorial about it on Wikipedia. It's a little bit complicated, but it's not too hard to do with practice. What's up, Thomas? Here. Bam. It's a longer URL, but that'll work. I don't know if that link actually works on Twitch at all. It's going to crash. It gets you there. Good enough. Good enough for me. And for you. And for everyone. I'm thinking, what's it called? Ancient Empires. It's a learning company game from the 90s. Again, one that I played a lot of when I was a kid, and it taught you about ancient civilizations like ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, things like that. It's definitely one of my favorite games. Yeah, it was a DOS game. You got it. Is it called Legend of the Ancient Empires? Mystery of the Ancient Empires? I'm going to pull it up real quick after this game. We're going to look at it. It wasn't Age of Empires. That's a different game. But it predates Age of Empires. It's Ancient Empires. I like this. This little lurker muta setup with a bunch of link support here too. This contain on light is nasty. He's like, do I want to engage into this? Get a couple of radiates off. Yes, maybe. Lower this lurker count down a little bit. Greater Spire from Soulkey. Let's go. Getting Adrenal. He's getting the file around, but he's also going to try to make some Guardians out of these mutas, which means he wants to keep them alive. He doesn't want to sack them for any reason. 2 lurkers remain. Another one gets picked off. Jumping in with the mutas. Just trying to buy time for the lurkers to get spines off. That one's got 3 kills. Jumping in there again. Light fails miserably to break out of there. He killed every lurker but 1. 2. But 2. He's got 0 kills. He needs to up his game. Yeah, again, keeping these mutas alive is kind of the big deal right now. But maybe, I'm not sure if he even needs to. What is this, Zealot? Making Guardians in a TvZ is something only Zealot really does. Like this. Okay, you're losing your mutas. Don't do that. Okay, now? Now, maybe? Now. Okay, so we've got 5 Guardians in production. Taking the wounded Mutalisks, because what happens? The wounded mutas turn into full HP Guardians when they're done morphing. It's very cool. Light trying to get a third base up this right side in the traditional third base location. I guess maybe this is an option for him too. Consume is on the way. Guardians! Surprise Guardians coming in from the top side. They are dealing tons of damage to these Marines. Light is not happy about this. Soulkey has the Terran on retreat, but more of an attack as it's heading on down toward to his side of the map. The Guardians are like, wait for us. Wait for us. We're slow, but we want to kill you. Nah, medic gets picked off. Good irradiates, getting some work in there too. Ooh, Guardian stuff from Soulkey is a lot of fun. More Marines coming out. More Firebats than I'd expect, considering we're dealing with Guardians right now. And Lurkers, without any Dark Swarm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ling, Muta, Guardian. The combo that is not the meta in StarCraft Brood War, but it can be pretty darn effective. 88 to 54 supply. Light is up big time in overall supply, but I'm not sure he is an answer to these Guardians, which is not something I say a lot. Ooh, stimming down. Get there before the sunken. Get there before the sunken. No, yes, maybe. Scourge dying for no reason. Fire bats on top of your sunken. Okay, and Marines. Sunken goes down. This third base is in a lot of trouble. Wraiths! Making wraiths to deal with the Guardians. Smart. They cloaked? They do not appear to have cloak. Is that Hydra not attacking? And that's it, dude. Third base can't defend it. Not enough supply, and Soulkey just taps out. All of those Guardians he invested so much money into are gone. The Wraith counter from Light was genius. This third base is effectively dead. There's not a fourth base for him, and he taps. I think, I don't know. I guess maybe he didn't have the answer to this giant group here. Didn't have as many lurkers as he wanted, or lings or hiders or anything. He invested too much into the Guardians. And bam, Light gets the win. Nicely done. And this isn't even that long ago. So this is kind of during Soulkey's Bonjour era. No, it definitely is during Soulkey's Bonjour era. So fantastic. Yeah, no. I played Oregon Trail. I think any kid in America who was an elementary school kid in the 90s or the 2000s played Oregon Trail. 80s too, to be honest. Some of the early 80s, like Tandy, only green color. Here, we're going to show you some stuff. Time to show you some stuff. No. All right. Come over here with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at Oregon Trail. So, the Oregon Trail game. It started off this, where it was green. I know that's the meme. Here, we'll do Oregon Trail Tandy. Right, so on these computers, these ones, like old ones, this is where you initially played the Oregon Trail, and it was only green. The only color I had available on the old Tandy was green. And so I'm having a hard time finding screenshots of this because it was before screenshotting was really a thing. But that's the reason that I had this t-shirt actually a few years ago, the You Have Died of Dysentery shirt. That's why it's green. So then we had Oregon Trail in the 90s where they got color and stuff, and it was really nice. This is the one that I played when I was a kid. Yeah. Ooh, Math Blaster would be fun. Yeah, so this just loads DOSBox inside the browser. I mean, the impressive stuff. So this is the 1990 version of Oregon Trail. And this is where, yeah. So you've got colors and stuff. You choose where you're from and what you did. Are you a banker, carpenter, farmer? I'm going to be a banker because they have a lot of money. And look, there's color and stuff. You got to name people. Like, this is very, very simple stuff here. Save your sword. Save your sword. That's all you can do for that one. Yhas, RJB. Who else are we talking about here? Chertograd. They sure are. And then you choose when you leave. Out for Oregon. Leaving from Independence, Missouri. What month do you want to leave? And you can ask for advice. So it's very, very, very simple stuff here. So this is the one that I grew up with. And you died a lot. So, for heaven's sakes, is this... That open in a new tab, that open in a new tab. So we're going to go here now. So then we have the 2000s version of Oregon Trail, which is this. Apparently, I don't know. I don't have any memories of this one. There's a 20th anniversary edition in 2011. There's a 95 version that I never actually played. Here's the 70s. Dude, there's a 75 one where it's only text. Holy crap, that's awesome. That's really, really cool. Yeah, here's the 2001 one. So they just upped the graphics and the sound and stuff. This one's kind of awesome, actually. Look at that one. That one's very cool. So that's Oregon Trail. So I'll probably want to play the Oregon Trail that I played when I was a kid. But hey, other people's mileage may vary on that. So now we look at Learning Company Ancient Empires. Is that who made it? Challenge of the Ancient. That's what it is. Challenge of the Ancient Empires. That's right. Turtlegrad's on TV. Yeah. So that one. Back to Abandonware. 1990 release, DOS only. Educational puzzle game. You would go to ancient Asia, China, classic antiquity, Egypt, Middle East. Yeah, and then you could basically go to different places in the world here. And then you are a little explorer guy right here. Explorer dude with a little light on your hat. You got a backpack, you got stuff. You can switch between different powers. Like using the light on your hat to activate these little light receiver things. You could jump up to hit buttons. You could do floor switches, but you had to avoid the enemies like snakes and spiders and stuff. And then figure out what combination of buttons you need with the light, with the switch, to where you can lift this, drop that, climb the rope, and get to the next room. So it's... yeah, it's very puzzle-solvy. And then you got a little giant praying mantis trying to shoot you in the face here, too. You want to collect all of these guys. I don't remember exactly how many of those there were. There's another giant spider down there. Reminds you of Lurid Lands. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. More spiders all over the place. I loved the music. That's a friggin' flying frog for some reason. I don't know what his deal was. Oh, and these were cool. These little triangles, you'd shoot your... oh, you had a rocket boost shoes too, but you'd shoot your light off of your helmet or your hat onto these, and it would bounce the light off to activate something and get you through. And it would teach you, like, here's a puzzle you would have to solve to figure something out about the Phoenician Sphinx. And then here's another puzzle you have to solve. I do not remember what the rules are on this one. I guess it's just pattern recognition. It's like, if this is the pattern of this puzzle, what goes in this spot? And you can do empty circle, circle with a dot in it, or an M. Pretty simple kid stuff, right? But yeah, it was honestly my favorite game when I was 7, 8, 9 years old, something like that. Let's get another replay going, and we'll start into the live games here. Let's go Rich and Shinee on Radeon. We know Rich. We've done Rich. Yeah, Carl. My parents didn't like the idea of screens either, but they had a computer for, like, doing taxes and balancing the budget and stuff. So they're like, might as well get some educational games for the kids, and that's what we got. So top right, it's Rich. Bottom right, it is Shinee. That's who I said this is, right? Rich versus Shinee. Pretty sure it was. Do I have quite a list of DOS games? Actually, not a ton, Savior Sword. Not like a million of them. Nice, Carl. Gotta love Counter-Strike. Right, let's go double check. Yeah, Get Trapped remembers those days of educational games. I don't know if they make them anymore. Yeah, Rich and Shinee on Radeon. That's what it is. I don't know why I was double guessing. Sometimes I do that when I have Smurf names I'm looking at. I'm like, did I say who this was? All right, that's Rich. That's Shinee. We're on Radeon. No, we're not. We're on... Yes, we are. We're back on Radeon. Okay, let's see how we go here. Shinee, amazing player. Banned from ASL and SSL competition for not showing up to stuff when he was supposed to. Kind of blowing things off. And then Rich trying to get himself into that place where he's getting invited to SSL 2, for example. He's definitely going to try to qualify for it. We'll see if he can pull that off. You know, Carl, you being here and tapping the like button during the stream is awesome stuff. If everybody did that, it would be really helpful to the channel. And it is. Everybody that helps is helping, which is redundant to say, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Cybercore on the way. Factory coming in. Both players taking each other very seriously. Here at the 2.5 minute mark of the game. Nobody's expanding fast. This was not a Nexus first out of the Protoss. Not a CC first out of the Terran. Really, really worried about what's coming out here. This map works better on AMD GPUs. I got you, Churdagrad. I picked up on that. It took me a second. I was like, really? And I was like, oh. Oh, the funny. SCV pokes in, finds out where the Protoss is, doesn't see if there's an expansion there yet. Running from the Dragoon, could juke back around, but doesn't know that's what's happening. What's up, Canham from Canada? How's it going, Canham? You excited about your Four Nations hockey victory last night? Every Canadian that I know is very excited about it. Spider Mines, cool. Bunker up. I mean, we know the Dragoons are out. What's up, StarCraft Genius? How you doing? Feel like I haven't seen you around unless it's somebody I know with a different name, which sometimes that happens. Sometimes people change their name on the YouTube. Second Factory. Bit of a Marine tank push out. Nothing crazy here. Yeah, Arcanine says there was bad blood between the Canadians and the Americans. So it had extra significance. I can understand that. 100%. Dollaville, tank spinning as he does. You figured out how to keep the internet out of your kids' reach yet, Dollaville? Very fast Reaver stuff here. Let's see if Rich can pull this off against Shinee. Yeah, it's like I like to say, as I said earlier in the stream, I like to understand both sides of an argument. I do. I understand why people are booing the anthems, and I think they should both knock it off. I don't think it changes anything. I don't think anything that's happening right now that is making people upset is going to be changed by anyone booing the national anthem at a sporting event. And yeah, you're free to do it. I'm not going to say we should lock you up for it. I just don't think it's helpful and it should end. That's it. That's my opinion. I remember that, Dollaville. And you haven't figured it out. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Third base warping in. Wow. Oh, man. Shuttle's worried, though. Shuttle keeps going back and up and down and left and right. Yeah. I mean, effectively, President Trump is trying to set up tariffs on Canada and basically kind of treating them something like a combative enemy. He's made some statements about annexing Canada, and Canadians are very mad about this, which I understand. I'm with you on this. That's really stupid. We should not try to annex Canada. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in a while. Although, I don't know, that bar is pretty high. So Canadians are mad about that. Ooh, he cancels that Nexus at the very last second. He decides he can't defend it. He heard the siege mode, I guess, and was like, nope, not happening. Dude, that's huge from Shinee. Huge. Huge. Lol. So yeah, like I said, I understand both sides of it. I don't think booing people at a hockey game is going to fix the problem that everyone's mad about. But I get where it's coming from. And yeah, encrypted printer, right. Exactly right. I don't know. I guess I just prefer my... If I'm going to show my anger about something that's going on in the world, I'd prefer it to be in a way that I feel like helps. And if it doesn't help at all, I don't get any satisfaction from it. But I understand people are wired differently than me. Like, I'm going to be honest, right now there are a lot of protests going on across America. There have been organized protests in the capital cities of every state. And I understand and agree with a lot of the things the protesters are mad about, but I don't think they have any real ability to affect any change, and so I don't feel the need to join them. No politics. Hey, you were talking to me about politics. I just think Americans, I made this point a couple weeks ago, but I think Americans right now are really bad at affecting actual change in their country through protest. There have been several examples over the last 10 years of massive nationwide protests for a thing, and then nothing ever comes of it. Nothing ever changes. So it's like, well, are we just trying to blow off steam here, like Encrypted Printer said? Like, are we just trying to blow off steam so that we feel better because we marched around and held a sign for a couple hours, and now I feel like I've done my part? Which I understand that. I get that feeling. But if nothing happened, what did you do? What did you accomplish? Nothing changes. What did you do? Anyway, fourth base coming in. Here from Rich. He got that third base canceled. He was able to rebuild it. He's got a fourth base warping in now. Shiny's just massing up, dude. He's got +1 attack on his tanks. Looks like he's maybe setting up for a two-base style attack here. He's got a lot of tanks. I'm not sure he's lost many yet. Maybe a couple. Rich has not done a good job whittling that tank count down to where it needs to be. Dragoons are getting better upgrades. Yeah, they're working on +1 attack themselves. Zealot Legs is coming in. This drop of 2 Reavers. I think there's like High Templar in here too. Zealots. It gets seen immediately by Shinee. Spider Mines and turrets are down here. Can we succeed? Zealots unloading on top of the Spider Mines. Getting a Reaver on top of the Siege Tank. Spider Mines? No, he dodged it. He dodged the Spider Mine hit with the pickup. Nicely done. The Shuttle's alive, or is it? Shuttle's probably gone by now, but 2 Reavers are getting shots off. They're tanking tank shots, though, which means they're dead. And maybe a couple SAVs died there. There's a couple going after missile turrets on the Zealot front, but pretty well held considering how much was committed during that attack. That third base is under trouble again. I'm not sure that Rich can save it. There are dudes on this bridge, and the +1 siege tanks are ready to go. So he successfully holds the drop inside of his main base. He's taken out the third base of Rich while we're at it. So it sure seems like Rich should be able to come out on top here. Whose cubicle is a bouquet? What's up, CT Wonder? I don't know what you're talking about half the time, but I'm glad you're here. So third base is gone. Fourth base alive. Nice. And there is no third base from the Terran yet. Floating an engineering bay over here. That's not a command center. There is a CC here, though, which was done when the Protoss was here. So he knows the third base is happening, which means losing your third base and having your enemy get a third base in a PvT is absolutely the worst. The worst situation we could find ourselves in here. My goodness. Another shuttle. Sneaking on in. Got a Reaver in it. Got a couple Zealots. There's only one, okay, 2 turrets defending this base and a bunker, but I think we can get in here, yeah, and unload. And get a big hit into the SCVs. Got him. Nice, nice. Big hits on this Reaver. Well done with the drop here from Rich. Trying to make his place in the world. Going after this armory, hoping to deny an upgrade. No. Not when 3 siege tanks set up and shut it down. Armory's on fire, but not burning down and saved. Yeah, encrypted printer. Yeah. No, encrypted. Soulkey is bone-jawing right now. He won the last 2 ASL championships ever, and he won the first SSL in pretty dominant fashion. I don't think anybody's really slowing him down. I mean, he basically swept the finals. He basically swept Snow in the playoffs coming up to that point. Nobody's been able to really give him any trouble right now. He is just all-time greatest StarCraft players in the world territory at the moment, and until somebody beats him, that's kind of where he's going to be. So, I mean, I don't think it's a TVZ thing. I don't think it's a Sharp thing. I think it's just a Soulkey thing. Sounds good, Carl. What's up, Elisha? He back. How you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah, I mean, I heard that Flash isn't competing in SSL2 because he's got a wrist thing, which you can't beat the GOAT if the GOAT's not playing, right? So I don't know what we do with that, Paul, from a Soulkey Bonejaw perspective. I mean, you could be a Bonejaw without being the greatest of all time. You're not a GOAT just because you're a Bonejaw. But he's really doing his best to try to get up into that stratified, rarefied air. Oh, Spider-Man taking out 3 of your Dragoons? Where are your obs? Why do you have any obs, Rich? Why would you lose 3 Dragoons there for no reason? Like this double expand stuff up the top left. Rich's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. After losing his 3rd, he's compensating for that loss by expanding up this top left. And that will allow him to survive for the rest of this game. Ah, crap, it's a drop. It's a drop. Yeah, Paul, I think we can have that discussion. I mean, if Flash is done, then Soulkey getting 5 more SSL wins makes us have this argument, right? Because LeBron James didn't start until Michael Jordan was done. So everything LeBron did, there's nothing Michael Jordan could do to improve his resume from a basketball playing standpoint. He just had to stand on what he'd done already. And I think Flash is maybe at the point where he just has to stand on what he's done already if these injuries are going to continue to be a problem for him into his older age. Yeah, StarCraft Genius. After this game, we'll be doing some live stuff. You got it. What's up, Psychonauts? All the way from Boston, Massachusetts. Actually, are you in Boston? I don't think I ever asked if you're in Boston specifically. Right outside of Boston. Nice, Psychonauts. Bill said Pritchard's not playing as well recently, but he was on like this all-time heater for the first half of the season. I don't expect anything long-term from Pritchard. I mean, smaller white dudes don't generally turn into like #1 stars in the NBA right now, right? Unless you're Luka. Unless you're European, and Pritchard is not. That's the problem. Yeah, Paul, me too. I never expected StarCraft to be a thing that I could support my family with and turn into a career in 2025 when I was a 15-year-old playing StarCraft back in high school. No way. Nice pick off. One storm norm. That's what they call you. And you get 1 storm off and then vultures shoot you right in the face. And Luka's big. That's true. Jokic is also big. So maybe it is. Maybe smaller white guys just don't ever turn into #1 guys in the NBA, no matter where they're from. Ooh, 7 threes last night from Pritchard. Nice. I take it back. Pritchard's doing fine. Drop top left again. Brought a siege tank this time. I love this from Shinee. One tank, man. Boom. Probe down. Overkill. Boom. Probe down. Overkill. DT trying to shut this thing down. Spider mines. Not triggering, though. Save it. Scan it. Oh, doesn't save the tank. Too worried about this engagement happening over here. Size Storm is up. Beautiful storms. 5 or 6 of the tanks died there. More on the back line, though. It's a lot of tanks from Shinee. What else do we expect from our guy other than a lot of tanks? Another storm, maybe. Good pick off on that High Templar. Excellent, excellent connections there. $160 to $170. 160 to 157 supply. Shinee's up. Not by a lot, but in a mech situation, you're feeling okay about this. 3 basing Terran here at 20 minutes versus a 7? Dude, 7 basing Protoss. I love this expanding from Rich. I'm really impressed by this. He's keeping the Terran player contained, at least for now. Over on this side of the map. 4th base is rolling here at the 6 o'clock, though, from Shinee. This is like a mass DT attack? That was a little bit weird. What's up, Bunk? Watch it on Twitch, on YouTube. Thank you so much, Bunk. Happy Friday to you. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. You're watching StarCraft, so I assume that you are. It is Shinee and Rich. Oh, another drop coming in here. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, this is going to get shut down, but how many Reaver or SCVs will die in the process? 2 Reavers are definitely going to die because there are tanks here, sir. But, oh, brings them back in immediately, too. That was well responded to by Shinee. Didn't lose that much, hardly at all. 60 to 60 workers is great for Shinee. He's feeling good. 2-2 upgrades on his tanks. Dragoons are at 2-1, and...
Hey, who's got my hat?
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Give me that.
Tom Hanks as Woody. Great role, man. StarCraft genius. That works, I suppose. Comes back in. Storm drops. 1 kill, 18 kills on that High Templar. He did. He got 18 kills on that High Templar with storms. Holy smokes, Rich. Dude, okay, so Rich is on 7 bases. He's knocked the Terran Shinee down to 44 SCVs. It's a lot of siege tanks to the point where I feel like a carrier transition might be awesome here. But I don't know if he has the time or the capability of doing it right now. I am Ms. Nesbit. Maniacal laughter. That could be another sound alert at some point. Alright. Zealots, Dragoons fighting their way. But the Terran is slowly coming across the map here. This might be where bases start dying from Rich. Pedro Pascal and Tom Hanks in Freaky Tales. What the heck is Freaky Tales? How's it going, Goat? Welcome back, legend of the channel, Goat. Happy Friday, man. Sneaking counterattack down this way. Ooh, into this attempt at a 5th base by Shinee. It's like, all we need are 2 Zealots to force a liftoff here. And he was not wrong. That Vulture did not micro at all. Could have killed both those Zealots. Chose not to for reasons I don't understand. No more High Templar in that shuttle. High Templar in this shuttle, though, for defensive purposes. What's up, Jericho? Yeah, the multi-stream's working today. Don't know why, but I'll take it. Feet clapping. Shinee maxed out. Rich also maxed out. 3-1 upgrades for the Protoss. Anything that's +3 attack in a PvT is pretty much good enough for most Protoss players. 3-3 finishing up here from Shinee. And Ops gets sniped, and as I said, Nexuses are starting to be in trouble here, which is a normal evolution for a PvT after the, 20-25 minute mark. Is you start losing Nexuses, which is why you have so many of them. Yeah, looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, I've said this before, but man, I am impressed by the experience of playing Last of Us Part 2. I would not say I had a lot of fun playing The Last of Us Part 2, but I'm not sure if that's the intent. Last of Us Part 2 is not a game you're supposed to have fun with. Honestly, neither is Last of Us Part 1, to be fair. But man, it is well crafted. Really well done stuff. So one Nexus down, which is why we have this and this and this from the Protoss side of things. And maybe we can shut this thing down. No Zealots seems not likely. What is this thing? Random 4 High Templar, 4 Zealot dropship shuttle group coming down this left side. Yeah, GOAT. Hope you have a nice weekend then. Goodness. Avowed feels like The Last of Us to you, Bovine Slime. That is an interesting comparison I've not seen anybody make. In fairness, Avowed is very new, so not many people could have made that argument before now. What's up, Includer? I might, honestly. Good Storms. I might go back and play The Last of Us on stream too. Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2. That was a fail drop. A lot of juicy SCVs there could have died, but nope. Siege tanks and Goliaths and missile turrets all played their part in making sure that didn't happen again. Shinee said, I've lost too many SCVs here already. It is not happening again. Thank you for asking, though. Sounds interesting, Arcanice. I'll have to see if it gets good reviews or not. Zealot Bomb, D-Matrix, Psystorm on the counter-attack. These probes are dead. So, Shinee takes out another base, including every probe here, unless we get pickups. No, we're not putting probes in these slots, huh? Okay. What the heck, Rich? Why would we not save a couple of these probes? You're down under 50 workers right now. How's it going, Shabby? Or release the hounds, you say? Sounds reasonable. Oh, Bovine says there are fungus in Avowed. Interesting. I might play Avowed. It looks okay. But there have been a lot of games that have come out recently that have looked okay and then are not okay. So we'll see what the general public reception is here, and I might get it. Might play it. Remember when I said carriers a minute ago? Hey, we got 4 Stargates over here. We got a fleet beacon somewhere. There it is. Right in the natural mineral line, which is really funny because there's still money there. And storm a thing. I don't know if that High Templar had a storm ready to storm a thing, but should have. 60 to 48 workers. Not looking good for Rich. But what is Rich doing in the production tab? Making 4 carriers at a time, getting carrier capacity, getting attack upgrades. Let's see if Shinee recognizes what's going on and when. Because he can't be building the Goliaths now anyway. He scans up here, doesn't see anything scary. No carriers up there now. And yes, carriers are definitely going to give him a chance. Carriers are the great cost-effectiveness against mech strategy that Protoss has. There's nothing else they can do that's going to be as cost-effective as making carriers in this situation. So we'll see if it works out for Rich. Again, Shinee's the much better player, but carriers are OP. I'm hearing from Terrans. They complain about carriers a lot. You put carriers in a thumbnail, Terrans are like, well, I might as well not watch this game. My favorite guy probably lost. I was like, well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. But carriers are good, yes. Another Nexus down. So Nexus down, Nexus down, Nexus down. 3 Nexuses killed. Terran hasn't taken a base in a few minutes. Might try to take one here. At least denying an attempt to expand over here too, possibly. Trying to defend up here while building carriers on the other side of the map. He is going to defend it a little bit, at least getting the tanks further away from these gateways over here, and this money that's really important, especially this gas right now. But more tanks keep coming in. The carriers are going to have to be ready to go soon, and they are. Got 4 here. 3's about where you can start getting stuff done, but yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Generally where you want to be these days. Like a full stack of carriers, not very common because we're going hybrid anyway. See evacing? He's evacing those High Templar at the least. These probes are mining as long as they can. But I don't know. I don't know if there's enough. Any time here left. Little bit of time. Little bit of time left here to keep mining. We can do it. Maybe expanding down here would be good. He's got the money for it. Where are the carriers? Are they still hanging out over here? They're still kind of hanging out over here, guys. Carriers are unrealistically fast in this game. They're agile like mutas. I mean, their acceleration is what you're talking about, right? Not their top speed. Their top speed is not very good compared to mutas especially, but they do have kind of some maneuverability going on, something like Guardians don't, right? Devourers are pretty agile, but we don't really see them all that much anyway. Shinee trying to push down left side and really starve the Protoss player out by making sure he doesn't have a base here. He doesn't have a base here or here. I don't... Man, this is going to have to be some incredible carrier play from Rich to win this game. Because he's down 187 to 135 supply. His 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th bases have all died. He hasn't tried to extend band down the bottom left. Or here. Yeah, battle cruisers don't have good maneuverability or acceleration either. So yeah, carriers being the most maneuverable and accelerated thing, viable thing that we use that flies in StarCraft from a big perspective is weird. Because yeah, not a fast top speed, no. But the acceleration, maneuverability, yes. Which again... Guardians don't have. Battle cruisers don't have. Why do carriers have? Must make carriers too good. I've said it before, but man, this carrier stuff is going to have to be insanely good to be able to win this from this position. You don't have a ton of gas. You don't have a ton of minerals. You don't have any mineral income. Your ability to replace these interceptors is basically nil. You've got 2-1-1 upgrades, which is nice. You're crushing through the center here where there's very little anything to deal with you. I don't know if Shinee knew about these carriers until now. He's firing 5 Goliaths up at a time. These guys are getting some good body shots off. EMP! Humongous EMP on these carriers, knocking their shields out. Very, very much squishier now. Thank you very much. Goliath will have an easier time with this. Shinee's attempt to expand down here goes very poorly. And this right side base is dying too. So to make it even worse for Rich, his right side 3rd base dies. 7 Goliaths at a time in production. Can I do quick math? 7 times 0. Nope, not that. Definitely not. Not when I'm streaming. Hashim, what's up? Thanks for the super chat.
Live games, kissing face, poop, poop, kissing face, poop, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing.
There it is. Thank you, Hashim, for the super chat. And yeah, live games soon. Soon. All right, Carrier's taking down the 4th base of Shinee. So Shinee's income is also garbo. This base is humongous right now for Shinee. This is what he's got. And what's funny is this is what somehow Rich has got from his natural base, that he kind of left some minerals there. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not, but he really is glad that he has it now. All right, this is what we're talking about. Going after Shinee's last income source. That command center is deader than a doornail. Dude, okay, Carrier's taking this out, taking this out, taking this out. And no, there's tiny bits of mineral income. Okay, not really anymore. Fair enough, Wyhas. I'll trust you on that math, because I am streaming right now. You might pull it off. That is the truth. You say you never want to base race a Terran, but if you have a giant group of carriers, you can kind of sometimes totally base race a Terran. Thumbnail time. It's a thumbnail time. Time for the thumbnail for the stream. Good job, Wyhas. Now do it while you're also streaming StarCraft. Hey, no, thank you. Thanks for being a channel member, and yeah, have a good sleep. This long-distance mining probe stuff is kind of, sort of working a little bit. This is nuts. 74 to 95 supply. Nobody's at 100 supply at 36 minutes, which is not a good thing if you happen to be a StarCraft player under any capacity. Not tonight, Bovine, unfortunately. We got to move that one to tomorrow, but we will on Saturday night this week. StarCraft 2 3v3 shenanigans on the Twitch. Come say hey. All the production capabilities of Shinee are dying. Not that it matters all that much, because he doesn't have any money to build stuff, but he decided to bring the carriers back anyway. Jericho is upset about this potential carrier win from Rich. Something, Protoss Ape, something. Somewhere Artosis is very mad, too. Oh, he's back streaming. How'd the stream go yesterday, Dollaville? Did you stay awake? What's up, Scumbag Logic? Happy Friday to you. More long-distance mining. Why not mine from here? Mining from here is further away. It's got a command center floating across, though. Come on, Goliaths. Carrier down. Okay, that's one down. It's harder to tell when Goliaths die because their death sound is not as noticeable as a carrier exploding. Long distance mine. The siege tanks are trying to sneak up this left side. They get spotted. And absolutely gotta turn around here. Fight with the Goliaths or something. I don't know, man. Goliaths. Attacking interceptors a little bit here. 600 minerals is not a lot of minerals, but It's better than nothing. He's slowly running out of cash here. 36 minerals left on that mineral field. And I don't... That's it. That is it. The long distance mining from Shinee is providing more value, I think, than Rich is going to get here in a second. He continues to make interceptors because that's what these carriers do. Got some Dragoons. It's technically hybrid right now. It's just when you have a 1-to-1 number of Goliaths to carriers or something approaching that, it's not a good fight. And yeah, trying to use this high ground vision to hide a little bit. The Dragoons getting extra hits off while they're at it. Goliath count just can't hang, and that's a GG. Rich gets the win in 38 minutes with the carrier transition. Insane game. Ends up no mineral income. None. Nothing anywhere here for the Protoss at all. Stuck on kind of 3 base, whatever. 2 base, whatever. Every other base he's taken this entire game has died. Every single attempt. But he's able to get out to a few carriers, and that gets the job done. Carriers are good. Handful of Dragoons in here too. Like I said, that was his only hope, and he managed to get him out just in the gosh darn nick of time. What a win. Woo! Let's go ahead and give our money out to rich viewers. Not money, but channel points. Falcon chips, if you will. Got outproduced by the Terran player, but outkilled the Terran player. And resources here. The outspend was real. GG's. GG's all the way around. So let's... real quick. Grab these. We'll do some live games here. Head out to US West BattleNet. I will grab some of these replays we've already cast and drop them into another folder, because otherwise I'll cast them again, which is annoying as all get out when I do that. So 2024 Rich, 2024. There you go. Rich and Shinee, Light and Soulkey. Okay, we got it. We got it. Let's go US West BattleNet, folks. Oh, I have to... I lost my connection to BattleNet, so let me restart here. Bonk, bonk. But happy Friday, everybody. Another day of the Falcon StarCraft Hangout. We've been doing some politics chatter, a little bit of sports talk as well, with the Four Nations hockey tournament in the NHL. Still wants me to log in, huh? Okay, I guess I can do that. Guess my BattleNet's freaking out. There we go. We're in. Now we're connected. Let's start us off with a Micro Challenge 3, just because I do think it's always fun to see people competing against each other in a Micro Challenge situation. Let's use those map settings. Gonna step away for a second, but let's see who's here. Be right back. All right, what's up? We're back. We're ready to go. Let's see. Micro challenge number 3. GLHF. What's up, Happy? Bring on the micro, Happy says. Right about that one. Okay, who do we got in here? It's Detroit, Savior Sword, Jericho, Marsaragai, Arcanice, and Hashim. Detroit, Savior Sword, Jericho, Marsaragai, Arcanice, and Hashim. Unbalanced teams. Heard that. What's up, Wander? How you going, Wander? Happy Friday, man. Hope you're having a good one. Move the Panther. There you go, Detroit. Moving the Panther to get us started. That's all the Panther does. The Bengalas. And then we get a nuke dot there, which is nothing visually. All right, so first round here, we got 2 Marines against a Zealot. Let's see how. Who do we want to watch here? Arcanice does. How does Arcanice do against this Zealot? He's got 90 hit points, and all his shields are gone. Oh. You got stim, but you can't stim forever. Ugh. That's a fail. When you fail, you get a flag. You have 8 lives. When you fail, you lose a life. If you lose all your lives, you lose. And the person who's alive longest wins. So that's what we're betting on here. Jericho. This is hard. That's a loss from our Marsaragai. Detroit has lost. Savior Sword has lost. Everybody lost that round. So nobody has an advantage. Everybody's down to 7 lives. That's a tough one, man. That's a really tough one. All right, Hashim, what do we got? Ghosts and Marines, a bunker. Against a bunch of vultures and an overlord. What the heck? How is this supposed to be hard? They can't kill this bunker. I mean, kind of. That's 1 lockdown. So if they come over here, then we lock them down is the plan. So far, so good. Come on, 1 Marine. There's another lockdown. There's another lockdown. Another lockdown. The 1 Marine has to put in a lot of work right now. And it's just 1 Marine. I don't think there's enough to do it. Oh, no. Bad times here from Hashim. Hang on. Lockdown lasts a while. The bunker's alive. No, the bunker is dead. Oh. Did anybody do this one? Oh, that's a win. Somehow Marsaragai got a win. Nice job, Marsaragai. No, Jericho did. Jericho still has 7 lives. Jericho's winning. We'll watch Jericho for this round. He's got Hydras. He's got a Defiler. He's got an Infested Terran. Against Ultralisks and Guardians. Okay. Oof. He kills one of the Ultralisks with... No, don't Dark Swarm. The Ultra's invincible in there. That was not a crit move from Jericho. Good plague on the Guardians. But if all your Hydras are dead, you lose. Yeah, that's it. All your Hydras are dead, so you lose. Everybody's losing this one too, man. This is brutal. Wait, no. Did we get a win? Did Savior Sword win that one? He's like, wait, how did I win? All of his stuff died, but he won. I don't know how that worked. You got a Goliath and a Hydralisk. We've seen this one before. This is try to aggro the the Archon onto one thing while the other thing shoots at it. And then you don't want to be together though. That splash damage is bad. What's up? Good idea here. Welcome to the Twitch Purple Dimension. Yeah, what you really need is the other thing to be attacking while the Archon is chasing the one that is not attacking. Ugh. Okay, well, Savior Sword is dead. right there. Oh, one more. One more. Oh, the micro. Oh my gosh, the micro on display is intense. Go, Savior Sword. I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh, I believed. Everybody had died on that one too. So everyone is dying on these quite a lot today. So we got Savior Swords in first place with Jericho. Let's see how 2 Marines inside a bunker can handle an Archon and a Mutalisk. With a little bit of repair stuff here from the SCV. Repair micro, I think, is going to be part of the play here. So you can't just let the Archon hack away. You need to be repairing. There you go. But then don't let the Archon target. Oh, no. That was not ideal at all. Actually, dude, this thing is going to die. Repair it. Repair it. No, the last Marine. Oh, Jericho dies. How are we doing down here with Arcanized? He's also dead. Savior Sword is Savior Sword winning. What's up, 80s Mullet with a rate of 17 on a Friday? What's up, 80s Mullet? Hashim gave up. How was your stream, 80s Mullet? Hope it was a good one. Ooh, 4 cheese lasagna sounds great, Psychonauts. Round whatever this is, we've got a civilian and a High Templar against a Reaver. Seems like a tough battle, in my opinion. What's up, Dark Omega? Man, those are fancy. Fancy. What's up, YT Scene? 80s Mullet. This is called Random Micro 3. You just micro against... Okay, like that. Not like that. You random against, micro against enemy computer units, and if you defeat it all, you don't lose a life, and if you lose, you'll lose a life. But hey, 80s Mullet. Dollavio was asking the other day that you've got badges... Twitch badges that users can purchase with channel points. Is that accurate? I need to learn how to set that up. VIP badges. Yeah. How does that work exactly? Good Maelstrom. DT's doing what they can, but some of these hiders are not Maelstrommed and they're defending themselves. Ah, the Maelstrom wore off. More Maelstrom. Not working. No, not at all. Arcanized, he's dead. Everybody appears to be dead. These are hard today. Everyone is struggling mightily with it. Hold on. Marsara guy wins. Yes. Good job, Marsara. Nope. Wait. Yes. Yes. Marsara guy won. Good job, Marsara guy. He set up a channel point redemption. Set the channel point redemption to give VIP to whoever uses it. So there's already a VIP status native in Twitch. Or use Mix It Up for that. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, Dark Omega says you can give somebody VIP by doing a command in the chat. Okay, okay, okay. But do I have to use Mix It Up to do that, though, is what you're saying. I can't do that just in the settings for Twitch, where I can add stuff for channel point redemption and things. Yeah, no, I hear you. You type it in chat. So, okay, so, but then people purchasing it with channel points is a different thing than just assigning somebody VIP status. What's up, Hans? This is Micro Challenge 3. Savior Sword says, I had 1 left. 1 left. And, yeah. Savior Sword had 1 Hydra to kill and lost. So 2 people won this thing. Apparently Arcanized and Hashim won that one, or they're both dead. They're both dead. That's not what happened at all. So 3 and 2 lives remaining. Savior Sword, Jericho, and Marsara are alive. But only 3 people remain. 1 Firebat, an Observer against an Ultralisk, and an Infested Terran. So you got to get the Infested Terran to detonate on the Firebat and kill the Ultralisk at the same time. Possibly StarCraft Genius. I don't know if I have time for that today. I did see that, Scumbag Logic. A lot of Canadians are very mad at us for the actions of 1 man. Nice. Got him. Got the Ultralisk. That's a massive win over there from Jericho. Jericho still at 2. Next round, Lings and a Defiler against a bunch of DTs. So you're going to have to get some nice plague off here. early and often. Try to get them stacked up a little bit so the play hits them all. There you go. There you go. Now, I honestly wouldn't engage now. I might. Well, no, that's totally fine. It worked out. Instead of maybe I would. Oh, no. Jericho. Jericho lost that one. Oh, snap. He burrows. Lol. Trying to buy time here. Nah. Can't do that. Doesn't let you hide. So 3 lives remaining from Savior Swords. Savior Swords out in the lead right now. Let's watch more Saragai. 3 Vultures with Spider Mines against a bunch of DTs again. All right, DTs do trigger on Spider Mines. Vultures. Ooh. Okay, good. Great Spider-Mine hits. Great Spider-Mine hit. Saragai stays alive. 1 life remaining. Pulls it off. Savior Sword. No, Jericho's done. Ah! And that's it. No, wait. Did Jericho leave? Feels like RNG. Savior Sword's alive. I think Jericho... Why did Jericho leave? Bummer. 4 Goliaths against Mutas and Guardians. This is all about stutter stepping and kiting, sir. Maybe target firing would be good here, too. This one doesn't seem that tough. Yeah, pulling the wounded Goliath away here. Not a bad move. Okay, 1 Goliath versus 1 Guardian. Already injured Goliath, no less. Ooh, no! The last final hit. Savior Sword gets the win with 2 lives remaining. GG's Savior Sword. Whew! That was intense. Those are not crazy long, but they are definitely intense. Let's give Savior Swords points out there. My goodness. That was fantastic stuff. So who got the most kills? Savior Sword, 95 kills. Deserved the win that way. Second place Saragai makes sense. They have more opportunities to kills too because they have more rounds. But awesome. Really, really awesome stuff. Very, very fun. You know what I want to try is a new Phantom because we did a new Phantom yesterday, but one of the Phantoms was brand new. And as a result, didn't really know what he was doing inside a new Phantom, unfortunately. So I'm curious to see what we get in a new Phantom with people who know what they're doing. Hopefully it's signed to the Phantom role. So let's hop on in here. There we go. Filling it up fast. That's what we like to see on a Friday. Okay, so we got Savior Sword in here, Saragai, Psychonauts, Hashim, Altair, Detroit, Jericho, and Arcanice. Starboy, you want in? Starboy knows what this is. He's been here. Yeah, good idea here. It's a fun time. Nah, says Starboy. Definitely not. Okay, let's go. New Phantom. Everybody here, I think, knows what they're doing. Maybe not Altair. Might have to tell Altair what's going on. Game password is Sock Clemens. Yeah, Sock. Let's get those names in the top left for you. And then we'll introduce the players, and maybe we'll start some betting. See if people... on this one, I do like to see... who the Phantoms are, because they should reveal themselves within the first 5 minutes, probably. All right, names are there. Let's go. Top left, we've got Savior Sword. 12 o'clock is Detroit. Top right, a blue Terran player, Saragai. Jericho's playing a yellow Protoss in this game. Bottom right is a pink Terran player Altair. Hashim's playing his tan Protoss as usual. Magenta Zerg. Bottom left is Arcanice, and we've got Psychonauts on the left side playing purple Zergy Zerg. He does love the Phantom mode. It's one of his favorite things. Psychonauts is being grumpy. Savior Sword didn't claim, says Detroit. Timer running down. Once this timer hits 7 minutes, all the shared vision turns off. When it gets to 0, the Phantoms are revealed. Who they are is revealed. So we're going to be calm here for a minute, but it should ramp up fairly quickly. Is anybody identifying? Is anybody going nuts? That 2 racks at 250 is a little bit suspicious, but nothing is screaming Phantom with it. Not necessarily. Wander says it's 5. Wander says right here it's Altair. Altair has got 3 Marines, a Rax. He's making factory at 320. What's your evidence here, Wander? You think too many workers in addition to getting a factory too fast? Second factory coming in here too. What's up, Vishy? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Very early gas, says Wander. Huh. That's interesting. So I was in a Reddit discussion thread about The Simpsons, and people are talking about, you know, which seasons they consider the best. Because apparently The Simpsons are currently doing the voice work for episode 800, which is nuts. The show died a long time ago. I haven't watched it in a decade or more at this point. But I mentioned that so I kind of fell off in the early mid-2000s, right? That's where it kind of, most people are like, meh, it's starting to get bad. And then I came back in 2012 and watched an episode starring Lady Gaga, and I was like, this is really bad. When did The Simpsons turn into all you care about is, ooh, we have a celebrity on our show. We don't have to be funny because Lady Gaga's here. I didn't laugh once. It sucked. And I never went back to The Simpsons again. And every time social media is like, here's a clip from The Simpsons last night, it's not funny and it's terrible. So I'm like, all right, this show's a walking, shambling corpse of what it used to be, and I'm sad about that, but whatever. It should have died. So I said that in the Reddit thread, and someone's like, that episode with Lady Gaga is widely considered the worst episode of The Simpsons in the entire run of the show. And it had a chart with different like IMDb ratings and stuff, and basically, yeah, that was the worst episode of The Simpsons. I happened to come back to it at the very possible worst time. Right here, this 4.0 down here, this red, lowest rated episodes, season 23, episode 22, Lady Goes Gaga, 2012 season. Considered the worst episode of the show by a long shot. By a long shot. So that's when I came back to the show. Amazing! Isn't that amazing? I think that's amazing. I chose the worst possible time for it, but Not like if I'd chosen another episode, I would have been like had my socks knocked off and been like, oh, I'm back on The Simpsons. Yeah, Wander, I'm with you. I think I stopped around 0405. Dollarville.
Meow underscore. Meow wow. Equals 2. Plus 2. Equals 2 plus 2 equals 0. Enjoying the stream. Switch to Twitch to help Falcon get partner status. Plus Twitch's default for multi-stream issues also.
Excellent stuff there, Dollarville. Thanks for the 500 boots. Yeah, Vishy, totally. And I mean, again, it's unfair. Shared vision is removed at 7 min. Yeah, just the sheer odds that I showed up on that episode. But again, I don't think if I'd watched another episode from season 12, I would have been like, ooh, I'm back in on The Simpsons. Holy smokes, Arcanice is going crazy. Arcanice is going crazy. So Arcanice is 1. I'm not sure if he's whispering with who the other Phantom is, or if he wants some help here at 7 minutes. Well, let's start the prediction because Arcanice is making his presence known now. There are no Paladins. There's only 2 Phantoms and a bunch of Slayers. So there's the one. All right, Arcanice, here we go. Everyone's like, holy crap, he has 1 million hatcheries. He certainly does, and he's going to come Mass Hydra you to death. Do you have splash damage? Guess we'll find out. So again, what this turns into is, can the Phantoms kill 3 players in the next 5 minutes? If they can, they're in a good spot to win the rest of the match. If they can't do it, then the remaining Slayers will band together and probably kill them. So let's see how this works. Where's the other Phantom? First of all. Oh, snap! Snappity snap. Is it Detroit? Ooh, Detroit was attacking somebody for a second there. What the heck is going on? Stimmed Marines from our Sargai with medic support are going to do really well against these Hydras. Pretty well. Nevertheless. Yeah, Happy. That's not a bad strategy at all. Yeah, Top Shelf. So, to give you an example, Top Shelf, Dustin, of what The Simpsons is now, Facebook the other day was like, oh, our algorithm shows that you've liked some Simpsons stuff. And I'm like, yeah. If somebody posts a clip from The Simpsons from, 1998, yeah, I'll probably watch it and like it. But if you're talking new Simpsons, I'm out. I'm like, look at this funny clip from The Simpsons last night. I don't know how recent it was, but I'm assuming it was fairly soon. Fairly recent, but all it was Marge as taking Lisa to a go-karting event that she's competing in. Homer shows up late and says, oh no, you must be worried about Lisa go-karting, and Marge is like, nope, I'm not worried. I've been to 1 million of these, and Lisa's a very safe driver. Haha, funny. And then Homer goes, oh no, you're not worrying. Well, then I should worry because there needs to be a worrier in the family. And I'm like, this is not a funny setup. Nothing about this is entertaining at all. There are no jokes. Why are you highlighting this on your Facebook? It's the worst. Old Simpsons used to have a joke in every sentence uttered by any character. Unless they were trying to be heartfelt or something, in which case no. And even then they'd be funny. But man, the jokes per minute ratio on the show used to be as high as anything could possibly be in TV. And now it's the lowest in any comedy in the history of the world. I swear. Carl says that's a good episode. Carl, no. Go watch Real Simpsons. Watch it. Savior Sword is killing Detroit. I mean, everyone's killing Detroit. Let's see how Arcanice does, if that's what it is. If it's Detroit and Arcanice, Arcanice might be alone here. But he did kill Hashim. So that's good, but the Mass Hydra strategy is not going to work very well against Marine with Stim and Medics and a ton of Siege tanks. Yeah, honestly, sieging up here with some Vultures in the front, just meching against Ling Hydra is going to do just fine. Carl says he's watched every episode of The Simpsons ever. How do you have the time? That is 800 episodes of television, Carl. I'm questioning your story. Simpsons was good for the first 11 seasons, says Allbrand Abe. Maybe. I think your mileage may vary on that. Dang, Carl's the biggest Simpsons fan that I know, quite possibly. That's insane, Carl. I don't know anybody in my entire life who's watched every episode of The Simpsons. Yeah, Jericho's kind of going crazy. He's attacking Altair. Now, Jericho could just be going crazy because he likes attacking and he doesn't like hanging out in StarCraft. So this could just be him playing normal. No, he's firing up a bunch of cannons. Detroit was a red herring. Detroit was a red herring the whole time. Yeah, see the stemmed Marine stuff against these, against these Hydras? Gonna do just fine. No, Carl's only 18 years old. Carl is 18. He couldn't start watching The Simpsons until probably he was at least 6 or 7. So he's definitely not had a lot of time to watch them. All right, Jericho going to town down here on Altair's base. And lurkers are here. There's a hive and a defiler mound would be great for Arcanice, but I'm not sure he's got one. Pretty sure he doesn't. Hashim's calling out, let's take down Jericho. Jericho's cannoning like crazy. He's got High Templar. He's got Dark Templar. But if this was what this is, then 2 players are down. They need a quick third somewhere. Detroit's dead, actually. If the Slayers killed Detroit, that does maybe turn it into a situation where 3 Slayers are dead. Entirely possible. That is fair enough, Carl. Simpsons in syndication a lot. Lurkers trying to do what they can here. Everyone's apologizing to Detroit. How is Hashim still doing things? He's alive. Hans, that's crazy. Watching One Piece 6 times? There's like 1 billion episodes of One Piece. 1,000? Something like that. Scumbag says Family Guy should end. Family Guy was never funny. Family Guy has funny moments, but I've never watched an entire episode of The Family Guy and said, now that is peak TV. That whole episode, start to finish, was excellent. Nope. Too much of it has always just been reference humor. Too much of it just been, you know, let's set up a funny situation that has no bearing on the plot and say, hey, remember when? And then do a funny thing. It's just, meh. Family Guy is not good. Good moments, though. Good moments. Yeah, Marsara Guy not A-moving is a problem. Agreed. The counterattack of Lings. Dude, this might be a Phantom's win. Altair says, call it, it's over. No, just because you're dead doesn't mean it's over. Marines and Firebats. No Dark Storm, no Plague here. Some DTs, but there is a Science Vessel. The detection here from our Star Guy is great. Guess who's got Dark Archons? Savior Sword sure does. And Psychonauts is good at this, right? He's got a Defiler Mound. He's been Dark Swarming. He could throw some Plagues out. We're stabilizing for now. Center's held by the enemy, but Marsara Guy, Detroit's getting back on his feet. He can provide some stuff. Hashim's building factories up here, which is nice. Does he have any income? I'm not sure Hashim has any income, but he's building stuff anyway. She says I'm dead. Oh, you are dead. That's pink. That's Altair building. Altair is building stuff. Sorry, Hashim. I get those colors confused. A lot of confused colors these days.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
What's up, Stream Hamid? Thanks for following. Getting closer to our 3,300 follower goal on Twitch. Awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, we're stabilized, right? Top side of the map are allies, including Psychonauts. But the bottom side is all enemy at this point, including the right side with Jericho. Yeah, South Park had an honestly impressive run. I don't know how South Park remained as funny as it was as long as it was. I think a lot of the like PC principle stuff from the last decade has been kind of all right. Mr. Garrison being a Trump stand-in was actually pretty funny. Yeah. The South Park guys still have it figured out, I think. I'd have to watch some of the more recent stuff to see how I feel about it. Marsara guy is getting hit by Jericho. The Marine medic stuff was really good against the Mass Hydra, but he's going to want something else against the Zealots, maybe? I don't think he's not teching in anything else. All he's got is the racks. He's producing like crazy, but Jericho's all up in here. He's trying to boxer maneuver his way to a victory, quite possibly. Altair says, call it. Altair, no. Psychonaut says, I'm dying. It's a big Guardian army coming in from Arcanice, too. Dude, Arcanice. Good stuff. Good game. Arcanice and Jericho, pretty good team setup there. Nicely done. I'm impressed. Arcanice calls GG's. King of the Hill had a nice run. Scumbag, I agree. It's a different type of humor compared to The Simpsons, early Simpsons, or South Park. But I think King of the Hill is a good show for sure. And I think ended pretty well too. So nice job, King of the Hill. Ending? Who does that anymore? But GG, Phantoms get the win. Bam. Oh, I had too many options in there, but... Anyway, let's go. Get trapped. Gets it. GG's. GG's. Awesome. So we might have a bit of an early end of the stream today because it turns out my oldest son was supposed to pick up my other kid from school, but then he had to go into work early, so now I have to pick him up. So let's see what time that is. Okay. We've got time for one more thing here. GG Phantoms, first of all. Nicely done, Arcanice and Jericho. Working together. Great macro on both sides of it. Excellent, excellent job. That's how we do. And yeah, so yeah, not easy being a parent. Definitely not. We could do an FME. That sounds fine. That should be done in time for me to still get out there and pick up my kid. So let's go. RJBTV League color. I think I promised somebody an FME yesterday and I didn't do it. My bad. But you can always watch the VODs. And also, YouTube members, if the multi-stream isn't working and I'm only on Twitch, I will be posting the VODs for the streams on YouTube. So if you want to go back and see what happened out there, do it. I bookmarked the VODs. I tell you what players are involved in the VODs in the title of the VOD. So it's a pretty good viewing experience if you just want to watch on the YouTubes. Wander indirectly suggesting that I just not pick him up. Darkstorm wants in. Darkstorm has not played today, so... Sorry, Ashim. All right, Altair, Carlos, RJB, Darkstorm, Hamster, Savior Sword, Bazump, and PJ. Dude, Hamster, Bazump, and PJ against RJB. Hold on. Okay, so now we have RJB and Bazump on the same team, and Altair. Hamster, PJ, Savior Sword. It's unbalanced anyway. Yeah, I mean, doing it in the winter is probably a bad idea. It's 40 degrees outside right now. It wouldn't freeze to death. Three is RJB. Okay, here we go. It is time. Anyway, happy Friday, everyone. Hope it's been an exciting and fun Friday for you. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll do a bit of a longer stream for Saturday than I usually do, just to make up for today. I'm sorry for the shortening of the stream. But sometimes real life done be getting in the way. You guys understand that. All right, let's get rid of the names there. Let's introduce the players here. Right side, Team 1, Altair, Carlos, RJB, and Bazump. Team 2 is Hamster, PJ, Darkstorm, and Savior Sword. Let's get a prediction rolling. RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game. Team Hamster. Okay, you guys should know who everybody is. Right side on fastest maps that I cast. Right side bottom, same team. And then top side left, all on the same team. RJB says this might be a really defensive game. That'd be bad for my kid. Psychonauts being funny in here? Or in there? Yes. Oldest son is Mega Falcon. How dare you put your real family above us? That was what the funny was. I know, right? Terrible. But Saturday's Saturday. Saturday's going to be awesome. We'll play a ton of live games. We'll get a few pro games in there just to whet the appetite of the people that like the pro games. It'll be good. So, 3 kids, right? Kid 1's at work. He can drive. Kid 2 can't drive yet. He's only 14. And Kid 3 just turned 12, so she can't drive either. So, it's a me show today. I'm gonna do... Yes, I will stream this game to the end. I can text my kid and at least tell him I'll be late. That's the thing. When I was a kid, if you didn't get picked up from school, it was like, boy, do I have money to use this payphone and call? Or is the office open? Can I go back into the school and use the office phone to call home and see what's going on? Sometimes you'd be out there waiting. They'd close the office, and like you had no way to contact your parents and be like, hey, remember me? And you just end up waiting for like an hour and a half until somebody showed up. Like, that was the 90s, man. That was the 80s, the 90s, the 70s was like that. Everything going back. But yeah, that happened to me a couple times too. Absolutely. And you're just sitting on a curb somewhere. You don't have a phone. I didn't have a Discman or a Walkman or anything. You're just like sitting there, bored out of your skull, hoping somebody remembers you exist. Good times. Yeah, Gannon, exactly. Bart Simpson left at soccer practice. Right. Yeah, Wyhouse, you could do collect calling. So for those of you who are young, you used to have collect calling available. You could use a payphone without any money if you called 1-800-COLLECT or 1-800-CALL-ATT or something, and then you could call someone and it would put the charges to the person you're calling. But if you were tricky about it, as this attack comes into Bazump space, then what it did is you'd call the number, it would answer, and say, okay, please say your name, so the person you're calling knows who it is. You could squeeze in a message in there, so it's like, please say your name. Mom, I'm at school, come pick me up. And then they'd get a message from Mom, I'm at school, come pick me up. And they'd then say, do you want to accept the collect call from Mom, I'm at school, come pick me up? And she would say no. She wouldn't get charged. She'd get the message that she needed to pick you up, and you're good to go. So that's a good time. Anyway, Bazump's getting murdered by a combination of Hamster and who are these zealots in here? That looks like RJB zealots. So go picking on the Zerg player as usual. Nope, but saving the day. Saving the day, Lings, and actually some additional zealots in here from Carlaws. Nope, those aren't Carlaws. I can't tell what color these zealots are. But they're friendly zealots is the point. So Bazump stays alive. Yeah, there you go. Top Shelf knows. That was a commercial, I think, at some point. Like a Super Bowl ad or somebody. We had a baby, it's a girl. Yeah. That's such a good time. Woo. Big attack over here on PJ, but he's got Marines and some bunkers and stuff. Any help coming his way? Yes, a little bit of help coming his way. Love the early vultures. Altair getting vultures early. Man, Terran should just do this every game. There's a good chance you're going to run into people making Marines and Zerglings and Zealots in the first 5 minutes of a fastest map, and if you can get some vultures out, you will crush that. Crush it, crush it. Wyhas, no dinner plans. I'm trying to do intermittent fasting. So I had a great lunch, and I'm going to try not to eat until tomorrow for intermittent fasting purposes. Did I tell you I figured out my tax issues? As someone is lagging out crazy all of a sudden. Save your sword. No. Who else has lagged before? I think Hamster's lagged before. This is bad. Could be Darkstorm? I don't think Darkstorm has lagged out before. It could be. Oh, did it stop? Oh, you're playing. Never mind. Okay, and then the lag goes away. Meanwhile, PJ's still getting his face kicked in. Is there anyone to help him? Where we go? Down here, maybe. Hamster can help. Maybe. Bazump's trying to rebuild from death. Darkstorm needs to move out here and try to assist his teammate next door. Talking about G22. Are you alright? DTs are here from RJB, causing PJ major issues as well. Is Blue on vacation? Blue is hanging out on defense. Darkstorm, you gotta help folks. You gotta help your teammates in fastest map. You can't sit there with your units. It doesn't do anything for you. I mean, Altair's got just spider mined up. I understand that. Yeah, I think PJ's probably dead. I mean, Altair's coming in here helping too. Doesn't seem necessary. Altair's coming out into the spider mines. Let's go! But he's going to run into Nope, Savior Sword's coming out here too. A little bit contained. Maybe they can save. That command center is floating. Yeah, but he hadn't played at all yet. Anyway, remember I was like, I submitted my taxes and the federal government was like, screw you! You gotta send me a 1095 form because you have ACA health insurance from the Affordable Care Act under Obamacare. And I was like, no, I didn't. I only had that starting in January. These are 2024 taxes. What do you want? And then it's because I claimed my daughter on my taxes and she was covered under ACA insurance in 2024. So because I had claimed my daughter, they needed a 1095 for her. So we worked out this whole thing, and it was fine in the end. But it would have been nice if the federal government was like, hey, this 1095 that you need from us, it's for your daughter, not you. That would have saved me a lot of time. Anyway, taxes are stupid, and I hate them. RJB's kicking butt, taking names over here. There are some DTs from Savior Sword, though. Might help save the day here. Cannon's putting in some work as well. Ah, Bazump. Countering up here on our guy, Darkstorm. He's got units. He just needs to respond and try to shut this thing down. Yeah, get trapped. So she was on my insurance for most of the year until I got laid off. And then she ended up on her mom's insurance instead. Well, I don't know exactly how it works. But yeah, bottom line, different insurance policy under the ACA starting in, like, October. So that is what happened. So basically, her mom is claiming all 3 kids for this year, and then she'll refund me the amount that I should get from the tax credit for kids for my daughter once she gets her refund. Yeah. That's what's happening. It's crazy. I don't know who the lagger is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Wander, we get along when it comes to the kids. And this is a kids thing, so it's fine. We're both civil enough to work things out that way. Hey, PJ, lag was so huge I couldn't stim the reins. Well, let's see. PJ's gone, and the lag is still kind of here, so I don't think it was him. Detroit leaves. Hamster leaves. And the only player left. Are we still lagging? Darkstorm's still in. The high ground siege tanks from Altair are mean. Well, this is RJB's map. He set it up that way. That's what he was here for. Ah, that's terrible, Wonder. So yeah, could be worth. GG, Team Altair, Carlaws, RJB, and Hamster. GG's. GG's. Who killed the most stuff today? Altair did. Good job, Altair. He's a good fastest map player. RJB in second place. Who had the most resources today? RJB did. Bazump in second place. Carlaws in third. Altair's way down here. Good cost efficiency. It was mech. What do you want? All right. Time to go pick up my son from school, but let's get a raid started. We'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday stream at, like, I don't know, noon Eastern or something like that. I'll schedule it out. Let's hit GG Easy and Pow. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. Really appreciate all the support as well. We got 500 bits from Dollaville. We got a raid from 80s Mullet. Hashim super chatted a couple times, like the boss that he is and the legend. Josh Fredrickson super chatted $20. We got $4 Canadian from Yhos, and we got a new patron, Lee, for $7.50 a month. Thank you, Lee. All right, we'll be back again tomorrow with more StarCraft Brood War. Stay safe and healthy. Love you, and goodbye.